BKW Physics. This is just part 2 of the video I did moments ago, where I gave you a situation on the board with a lucite block. I had the block of glass here, and I said, okay, if we come in at 36 degrees and it bends to 23 degrees, what is the end value of this? And so, if you draw your attention right here, we use Snell's law, where the initial angle was 36 degrees, theta 1 is 36. The end value that we start in is air, so it's an end value of 1. The N2 is what we're trying to find, and we noted that it bent to a 23 degree angle inside the glass block. So when we solve, we get N is 1.5. What you do next is you look it up on your physics reference tables, and you can find that 1.5 corresponds to lucite, which is a plastic. The second thing I asked while we were off video is, what is the critical angle? Now remember, critical angle is the point right before total internal reflection occurs. So this is the point where, if I use this diagram right here, if the light is inside of the glass and it hits the surface about ready to come out into the air, but instead it just goes right along the glass surface and leaves, then I have found this angle to be the critical angle. Because the light has not left the glass, it has not stayed in the glass, it just went along the surface. That's the critical angle. The way you find that is, again, using Snell's law, but this time realizing that when you're at the critical angle, the theta 2 is 90 degrees, which is what I've shown plugged in here. I solve, and I get 42 degrees. So if I can make this angle 42 degrees, or a little bit larger, I should get total internal reflection. So I'm going to try that now. And it's a little bit hard to do, because if I shine the light into the block of glass at any angle, I can't quite get it to totally internally reflect, because I can't hit the far side at a steep enough or a large enough angle. However, if I shine the light in from like the bottom, we'll say, now I can hit the edge. Note the edge right over here. You're watching this point. I can hit the edge at an angle that is larger than 42 degrees, and I get total internal reflection. Or in other words, it bounces off this surface, never leaving into the air, and continues in the glass. There's an example of total internal reflection. For today, physics.